So what do you see as the role of the UUA president in what is now being called the resistance?
9 years ago, I accepted the call to be the lead minister at the UU congregation of Phoenix. At that time, I knew that I would be working on immigration as a piece of the justice work. What I did not know was that I was going to walk into the epicenter of a national crisis and of a swift turn to a national condemning and attack on the immigrant community across the United States. So it was epitomized in Sheriff Joe Arpaio and in SB 1070, a state law essentially legalizing what Arpaio was doing in Maricopa County. And then it quickly spread through copycat legislation across the country. And I put out the call in that moment for Unitarian Universalists across the country to come join the struggle and to learn from what was happening in Arizona. And over 2 years, thousands and thousands of Unitarian Universalists showed up bravely and boldly and lovingly to combat SB 1070, to resist Sheriff Joe Arpaio. We showed up in a way that no other faith community showed up. That's who we are. And on election night, as many of us were in shock at what happened with the national election, Sheriff Joe Arpaio was defeated here in Arizona. And Unitarian Universalists had a role in that work. We were not the leaders, but we fortified the movement. We came in at critical moments and we were in the battle for the long haul, and we made a significant change in the politics of Arizona, which was our promise in 2010 and again in 2012 when we came for the Justice GA. For the UUA president, that type of leadership, that capacity to see opportunities where our faith voice can make a difference and we can walk more faithfully our religion, our theology of universalism, our commitment to one another, naming those opportunities and calling us to them, that is one of the key roles of the UUA president, to be that prophetic voice, that national voice for our faith and our values.